so we should not vote for APC government. We know. Baba Tinubu delivered them yesterday. Today, as we speak, we receive the intel, the information that they are rushing. They are distributing fuel. Look at you. Have you asked yourself, why is it that the price of fuel, of petrol in the north is cheaper? It's cheaper than the price of fuel in the south. Why is it that you are not asking yourself? It is because of some people that are trying to sabotage the movement, the city boy movement, the unstoppable city boy movement. Everybody vote for Jagaban. Is the man we want. Who do we want? Jagaban. Everybody vote for Jagaban. Jagaban is the man we want. Everybody vote for Jagaban. We want Baba Tinubu. See, Baba Tinubu is not playing child's play. See, I knew the very day that Baba Tinubu entered this election, declared his presidential ambition. I know that there's going to be a political revolution. I knew it because we know what happened in 2015? No, immediately after 2017 or thereabout. Immediately after Buhari came into office, we knew how they sidelined Baba Tinubu. Baba Tinubu did not still care. It's not really Buhari that sidelined Baba Tinubu. It's not really Buhari that sidelined. It is the cabals. They are cabals. Yes. We know how they tried to sideline Baba Tinubu in 2017 or thereabout. Baba Tinubu did not care. Then when he was like, oh, Buhari knew that without Baba Tinubu is not going to win election in 2019. He went back to being so, but that is by the way, because Baba Tinubu opened up something that have been hidden. But he has the power, the capacity. You need to know who that man is. Some of you are joking. You don't know who Baba Tinubu is. He went and finished job. He finished it. It was called finishing. Baba Tinubu finished everything. You understand me? Yesterday, Baba Tinubu finished up, open up everything, and that is correct. That is correct. You know, the first scarcity that we are suffering today in Nigeria is not that there's no petrol. There is petrol. There is fuel. But some people are trying to make it difficult for our brothers and sisters in the south, so that they will use it as an excuse to say, oh, look at the kind of life that we are living. How can we allow Buhari to continue? Or how can we allow APC to continue? That is the kind of picture they want to paint. And Baba Tinubu busted it yesterday. He said, no, I know their plans. They want to sabotage this election. They want you to see that, oh, APC is not working so that you will not vote. Baba Tinubu busted everything. That is the man that I like. I did not make mistake by following Baba Tinubu. I said, this is the man I support. It's not all these kribon people like Peter Obi. You saw the video I posted. When they asked Peter Obi, what have you done before in Anambra? What are we expecting in your government? To show you that Peter Obi is just a failure. Instead of him to tell what we are going to expect, he said, oh, look at India, look at China, look at Indonesia, look at a complete failure. Peter Obi, is better you do what you want to do. Whether you want to step down for your boss, Atiku, or you want to continue, you are free to continue. Because it's not after all these insults you want to step down. You know, just like play, almost election time now. Peter Obi has never condemned the atrocities of IPOB. Have you seen it? This is not a man that can deliver Nigeria. See, Obi is not a man that can deliver Nigeria, because we need a person, we need someone that is strong like Baba Tinubu, somebody that is not going to be afraid to speak up. You see, look at what Baba Tinubu did in Ogun State. You think that is a joke? Baba Tinubu come out and said that this government, APC, is trying to sabotage the election. And that was correct. That is true. Look at Obi. Everybody have been asking Obi, come and condemn the activities of your brothers in the southeast. Destroying life, buying people, taking the life of people, destroying shops, burning shops. Obi refused up to today. How many days now to election? How many days now to election? 29 days to election or thereabout. Is it up to 29 days? How many days now to election? How many days to election now? Do you see that? Do you notice that Peter Obi have not condemned the IPOB? He cannot speak up. Do you know why Peter Obi cannot speak up? Because he does not want it to maybe damage his presidential bid. He doesn't want their brothers to come against him. He cannot speak up. See, that is not the man that we need. Baba Tinubu just showed you that he is going to be the one to fix Nigeria. Look at what he did. There is no other president that can do it. There is no other. Atiku cannot even do it. We don't even want to talk about Atiku. We know the story. We know what is coming out right now. Are you getting me now? We know the story of what is going on right now with Atiku. We know that man no get hurt. That Atiku of a person, that man no get hurt. Atiku no get hurt. If Atiku can sell the factories, he sold the aluminium company factory in Akwa Ibom. He sold everything. Look at now. Buhari is commissioning so many projects. Are you aware? So many of you are not seeing it because they have already conditioned your eyes so that you will not see the good thing that Baba Buhari is doing. They don't want you to see it. They are painting his government black. Did you see Buhari commission the biggest project today in Katsina? Did you see Buhari commission the biggest project in Lagos? You see, ask yourself, why is Buhari not coming to your state to commission project? That is the beginning of, you begin to find out where your problem is. When you begin to ask these questions, you begin to find out where your problem is. Ask yourself, why is Buhari not commissioning project in your state? In your state. Begin to ask yourself this question. See, Baba Tinubu is the right man for the job. You see, Baba Tinubu opened the nyash of some people. We know the people that is causing problem in this government, in this APC government, because they don't want Buhari. And these people are people that have tried to get the presidential ticket. They did not get it. Number one, Emefiele. How can a sitting governor, a sitting CBN governor wants to run for presidency? That is, that man is already compromised. That is a sign to show that Emefiele is already compromised. How can you be a sitting governor? You are the current governor of CBN. You want to run for office. And you are supposed to resign. According to Buhari said anybody that want to run for any office, you resign. You see? So, when Baba Tinubu made that statement in Ogun State, some all these comedians on Arise TV, all of them came out and they say, why is he saying that? Is it not the same APC? Is it not the same party that he's part of? That was when I knew that all these people are comedians, especially on Arise TV. They are all comedians. Because it is not the president that is going to solve all the problems. It's not every job is everybody have a part to play. The minister of petroleum, they said Baba Tinubu is Buhari is the minister of petroleum. Yes, but if you go to the north, the price of petrol is cheaper than the price in the south. Why? Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. You see, now the CBN governor has his own job to play. He's not fulfilling his job. He's not doing his job. Now they say there's a redesign of Naira. Now, they redesign Naira during this election when it's already time close to election. Fine, we understand it because they don't want cash so that they cannot use cash to be buying people. We understand that. But why are you not making the cash available? Why are you making it difficult for the people? The currency rate, the exchange rate, everything has skyrocketed and people are complaining because they want to use it to sabotage Baba Tinubu's presidency because they know that there is nothing that can stop Baba Tinubu's presidency. And that is why Baba Tinubu opened up his mouth to say, it doesn't, that we know you that is in charge. All of them are panicking. Immediately Baba Tinubu made that speech, all of them are panicking. They had to form a 10-man committee. Immediately, they started rushing to make sure that there is fuel scarcity is taken away in the south. All those things, the price of fuel, everything. You see, they skyrocket everything because they want to paint Buhari government black. They want to paint APC. We understand this thing. The moment we understood that IPOP, Biafra organization, was set up to destabilize Buhari government, to destabilize APC government, to paint AP, that was the moment that they failed. Everything busted. Everything as we speak busted. Emefiele is a Biafra. All this Chris Ngige is a Biafra. All of them are all Biafra. Chris Ngige is the Labour Party, is the Labour whatever. Is it the Labour minister? So many of you did not know that Chris Ngige, contributed to the strike, to the student strike in Nigeria. We learned about so many occasions that the federal government was calling Labour Party. Is it Labour Party? Because Labour Party and Labour, what is the difference? There are so many times that Buhari, the federal government, have been calling Chris Ngige, come, let us settle this student strike. He refused. They want to sabotage the government. the problems of Nigeria is not in the hands of the president alone. Everybody must play his own part. If you are thinking, why is it that things are not working in Nigeria? Buhari is not your problem. Buhari has given everybody their job, but they refuse to do their job. In case you don't know, whether Jesus Christ come down as we speak, whether Jesus Christ, the one that you call your God or Savior, if he comes down from heaven, if everybody refuse to do what they are supposed to do, Jesus Christ will not be able to solve the problem of Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. Yes, that is how it is. Everybody have their part to play. The president have his own part to play. The vice president have their own part to play. The governors have their own part to play. The senators have their own part to play. If these people refuse to do their job, there is no improvement that is going to take place in Nigeria. It doesn't matter who becomes the president. But the reason why we want Baba Tinubu is because he has established this relationship. There are over 22 state governors that are ready to work with Baba Tinubu to make sure that there is peace, to make sure that there is solution, to make sure that there is salvation in Nigeria. That is why I support Baba Tinubu, because I know he has a team that is ready to work with him. Look at the loyalty in the north for Baba Tinubu. You think that is a joke? Look at the loyalty in the north. The people of the north, look at the support that is coming from the north to Baba. You think that is a man that have played the grassroots politics for a very long time. Are you getting me now? So Jagaban is the man we want. Are you getting me now? So they try to sabotage the election by trying to bring fuel scarcity, increase the price of fuel. Some places in the north, they are cheaper, up to 185, some say 200, but in the south, they are selling over 300 naira. All these things is making life difficult, and people are beginning to think, oh, APC not working, so that it will affect Tinubu. But Tinubu said, it will not affect me. I already know the game. I already know the game that people are playing. It's not going to affect me. You understand me? And some idiots are coming to talk rubbish. They make first to be scarce. Number two, the exchange rate, there is no whatever. The new naira is not available. Things are difficult. They restrict the cash withdrawals. All those things are trying to restrict business, make life difficult for people. Are you getting me now? Yes, some people will say it is good for, what do they call it? Some people say it is good for to stop corruption, or so that people will not engage in election rigging and all of that. Then why are you complaining? Why are you putting it on Baba Tinubu? Why are you? Is it Baba Tinubu that is causing it? Everything in Nigeria, they say it's Tinubu that caused it. Tinubu is not even yet the president, though. They are already accusing him. Tinubu has never handled a governmental position or political position after 17 years. You know, when he finished the governorship in Lagos, they are still blaming him. Everything that goes wrong in Nigeria, they are already blaming him. Do you know why? Because he's the Jagaban. Asiwaju is a man for the job. He is born to lead. Baba Tinubu is born to lead. He's a true leader. That is the truth. Whether you like it or not, whether you will tell me about his age, whether you tell me about nothing, I'm not concerned about that. We have seen leadership in Baba Tinubu. He doesn't, even in his age. I thought you people say that Baba Tinubu is old, that he doesn't know what is happening. He has mental problem. He doesn't know what is surrounding around him. He doesn't know what is happening around him. Why did he notice that they are trying to sabotage the election? No, if you say that Baba Tinubu is not sound, how come he recognized that they are trying to sabotage the election by making life difficult for Nigerians, so that they will say, oh, APC is not this? Why? See, you are deceiving yourself. I told you people, you don't know who Baba Tinubu is. The day you will recognize who he is, all those rubbish you are talking, Obi have nothing to show for. Obi is a failure. He knows. He knows. We need Obi. Obi is better work for Baba Tinubu. You can be doing Obi. You can be doing all this. This. You can be making noise. You better work for Baba Tinubu. I'm telling you. You better work for Baba Tinubu, because we need a national government in the south. What will be the story of Obi? That it was time for us to have a national government in the south. He became the stumbling block, or he tried to sabotage the national government in the south. What will be the story? It will be recorded once upon a time that Obi tried to stop the national government in the south. You understand me? So there's no problem about that anyways. Baba Tinubu is coming. The unstoppable city boy movement is taking place all over the world, and everybody's shaking. Are you getting me now? You see, So that is all those things. So the sabotaging of Baba Tinubu is no longer working because it has been busted. That is what it is. Anytime they bust something, it's not going to work anymore. Whether they try to make the fuel scarce, or whether they try to limit Naira, it's not going to affect Baba Tinubu at all because he understands politics. It is a man that Baba Tinubu is a man that understands politics. You think that over 30 years now, my mind. See these people, you think that Baba Tinubu, after waiting for 30 years, will allow somebody that just came 4 months ago to come and win election? Oh boy, I know that Baba Tinubu is not going to disappoint me. Everything that is needed to be done must be done to make sure that Baba Tinubu becomes the president of Nigeria come February. You think that is a joke? Do you know how many people that Baba Tinubu have made? As we speak now, over 50% of the government is run by Baba Tinubu. You think that is a joke? A man that has gone grassroots, waited for 30 years, and somebody is coming somewhere, just 4 months ambition. 4 months ambition. So you want to come and say, he's the one that will come and save Nigeria. Did Peter Obi save Anambra? I ask you a simple question. You know, as long as you cannot answer me that question, that is where you failed. Look at, you saw what the comedian was asking. I put a video on my page. If you have not seen the video on my page, go and watch the video on my page because I don't joke. That is why this page is different from every other page. You see, when you listen to my videos, you will see knowledge, intelligence in my conversations. If you have not watched it, go and watch that video. You see, they were asking Obi, what did you do in Anambra that you want to come and do in Nigeria? There is nothing to show. There is no proof. There is nothing he did. Every time he say China, China, China. And some idiots are coming to tell me that, Obi is the man to save. Who told you? Did he save Anambra? How many of Anambarians, how many of those people from Anambra, that are suffering in Lagos? Some of them are suffering. Some of them are selling pure water on the road. Are you not aware? You don't know that? If Peter Obi fixed Anambra, Peter Obi himself will not be living in Lagos. Peter Obi himself would not set up a business in Abuja, set up a supermarket in Abuja, live in Lagos, working in Lagos. Why? It's because there is nothing he did in Anambra. You see, the way to know if somebody did something is the track record. What is the track record of Obi? You don't want to hear about that one. You are telling us that he's young. What is young? What is young? Is it young that is a problem? It's not young that is. You can be young and naive in Nigerian politics, just like what we are talking about. Obi is young and naive in Nigerian politics. That's why a man with just 4 months presidential ambition cannot go anywhere. Is the desperation. When I hear them say desperation, the person that is so desperate to become the president of Nigeria is Peter Obi. We know it. He couldn't wait for his boss in PDP. He ran away. That is a sign. People that study, that understand politics already see that this man is a failure, Obi. The person that is so desperate to become president is Obi. That is a sign of failure. I'm telling you, look at, how can you compare a man that waited for 30 years to become the president? Even when he had opportunity to become the president, he made people president. He made Jonathan president. He contributed to Jonathan's presidency. He contributed to Buhari's presidency. He waited for 30 years. Even when the opportunity came, he did not rush. He said, go, I support you. And you want to compare somebody who could not support his boss? Obi that could not support Atiku. What is the difference between Atiku and Peter Obi? I want to ask. What is the difference? Today we are talking about Atiku Gate. We are talking about it. How he used SPV, according to the allegations, to siphon resources. Apart from SPV, we already knew that Atiku sold the properties of Nigeria. We already know that one. So what is the difference between Obi and Atiku? No, I'm asking you because I really want to know. Some of you, when you talk, you don't think. We want to lecture all of you because we are setting a pace. It is a political revolution, and the person that is leading that political revolution is Baba Tinubu, the City Boy movement. That's it, the unstoppable City Boy movement. Let nobody deceive you. I'm telling you, see, after Baba Tinubu emerged as the president of Nigeria, February 2023, the legacies of Baba Tinubu will be studied. See, there is a value in having patience and wait for 30 years or 17 years. Do you know what it means? Obi just had opportunity opportunity, he could not even respect his boss. There is no loyalty. Where is the loyalty in Obi? Obi cannot even be loyal to his party. How can he be loyal to Nigeria? I ask a simple question. Obi that cannot be loyal to his party cannot be loyal to Nigeria. Was Obi loyal to PDP? Was Obi loyal to Labour Party? Look at you. I'm just telling you. To the people are saying, oh, he formed it. I don't see, there is no Obi movement that is disrupting. Because I hear some people say, oh, Obi is doing a disruptive move. It's a lie. There is no Obi movement. It's noise. It's noise. Because after you don't vote on social media, you don't make noise. So they say, oh, he's going to, where did they say he went to today? He went to Bauchi. Can you compare? Oh my God. You people are not understanding what is Nigerian politics. I'm telling you that immediately Baba Tinubu become the president of Nigeria, February 2023, the Lakers, it will be a book will be written of Baba Tinubu, how he ran politics in Nigeria. It is a case study. We are going to have a case study of the city boy movement, the journey of a city boy to becoming the president of Nigeria. It's a case study. We are going to study it. It's not a joke. It's not easy. What we are trying to tell you is not easy. You don't understand. So when you know that you have the powers, you have the connection, but you have the patience to wait, they want to come and sabotage Baba Tinubu's presidency. You think that is a joke? For the man to open up his mouth to tell you, there are so many things that Baba Tinubu knows that if you should open up his mouth to tell you, all of you will just collapse all you are doing and support Baba Tinubu. You don't know that he's a man for the job. I listened to Showere on the other day. Showere, I like Showere, but you see, when it comes to politics, Showere is an activist. Showere do not understand politics, especially Nigerian politics. That is, I noticed that. I've been following Showere, but I just noticed that he's a human rights activist. That job is good for Showere. See, but when it comes to politics in Nigeria, he do not understand politics in Nigeria, even politics anywhere in the world. Because when you listen to Showere, he's still doing the activism, even while he's trying to give his. It's not going to work. It's not going to work in Nigeria. It's not going to work. I'm just telling you. You see. Showere every time he say, "Oh, that will not give old people. That it's time for young people. Which young people? Young people that if they have opportunity to rule Nigeria, they will destroy Nigeria with their desperation, with their lives. Which young people? I've never seen any young person in Nigeria that is so genuine. For the fact that any of them I speak to, they say, "Oh, can't you see that Obi is better than Tinubu?" I say, "Why?" They say his age. That is how I know that. You are not ready yet. Nigerians are not ready yet. Are you getting me now? They are not ready. You see, I want to tell you that if any youth should go into that place, after all, we have had so many youths that went into political position and they were all failures. Show me any youth in Nigeria today as a minister, as a senator, as a governor that have delivered for the state. So somebody's coming. What is example where we should learn from? Obi was 50-something. When he was a governor, Jonathan was 50-something when he was a president. Where are the legacies that we should learn from? That we say, oh, it's because of age that somebody will come and do something different. So I have listened to Showere giving us so many speeches, nice speech, which I like some of his speeches. You see, but he said, oh, we cannot give analog brain. But we saw an interview where Showere was making mistake. If it was Baba Tinubu that made that mistake, they will say, oh, dementia is the something. It's a lie. It's not like that. You can make mistake. You can sleep, because we know how Baba Tinubu have been working day and night. We listened to the interview of Fashola telling us that even Baba Tinubu do not even sleep. He works like 14 hours in a day. You think that after Baba Tinubu's campaign, for example, now the campaign that happened in Benue State today, by the way, the campaign in Benue State today was, I don't even know how to describe it. It was unstoppable, massive crowd. The unstoppable, massive crowd in Benue State. In fact, the people of Benue, they were so happy to receive Baba Tinubu. They were singing. When Baba Tinubu want to speak, they did not allow Baba Tinubu to talk. They keep talking, they keep singing, and they were so happy because there is going to be a change of government in Benue State. APC is taking over PDP in Benue State. The same thing that is going to happen in Akwa Ibom. By the way, you know that Baba Tinubu is going to be in Akwa Ibom on the 30th of January. You see, it's the same thing that is going to happen. You see, so Baba Tinubu was in Benue State. The reception was massive. They were singing their dialect. They were singing their song, their local music. They were dancing. They didn't even allow Baba Tinubu to speak. That is how you know how they are so happy. They did not allow Baba, to the point that Baba Tinubu said, please allow me to go. Do you know what that means? You don't understand. It is you, especially those brothers and sisters from the southeast, that they have blindfolded your eyes because of some people's personal interest. Why do you hate Tinubu? You don't know what this man is capable of doing. Some people telling you lies every day about Baba Tinubu. You are deceiving yourself. You say, oh, he's young, he's old, he's this, he has dementia. What do you know the kind of job that Baba Tinubu is doing even at his age? He goes after this campaign. You think that Baba Tinubu will sleep? There is meeting in the night. He's having meeting with his team, with the directorate of campaigns or whatever. He will get tired. He will get tired. Instead of him to say he's not going to attend that event, he still go to the event. Even after he goes to the event, some of you will still come and blame Baba Tinubu and say, oh, he was there sleeping. But we have seen several videos of Sowore sleeping in event. We have seen El-Rufai. Is it El-Rufai or Rufai? I always make mistake. Rufai of Arise TV sleeping in many events. We have seen even Atiku sleeping. We have seen Obi sleeping. If you have not seen that video, go and watch. I put the video on my page. Sowore, he was asked a question. He told, oh my God. You see, Sowore can come and tell her that it was a slip of tongue. So if you can have a slip of tongue as a youth, what about somebody that is matured like Baba Tinubu? Every small mistake, you are using it to talk rubbish. If Baba Tinubu move his hand like this, you say it's a problem. If he says something, you say it's a problem. You, instead of all of you, especially all those brothers from the southeast, to use what is important to judge and select your president, you are making noise. How can you use things like maybe make mistake? Everybody make mistake. Everybody get tired. Everybody gets sick. It doesn't mean that if you get sick, you're not going to get well. We know that Atiku is older than Baba Tinubu. Is that not true? Is Atiku not older than Baba Tinubu? I want to see your comments. Can you give me your comment? We know that Atiku is older than Baba Tinubu. We know that. Is that not true? Let me see your comments. Let me see your comment on this. Yeah. So Baba Tinubu is there, but he has been working. But Atiku is older. So you people are not complaining. Somebody can be tired. It doesn't matter. What is important? All those small things that I'm hearing you people talking about is not important. What is important is things like competency. Is Baba Tinubu competent enough? I have listened to many of you. You say that Baba Tinubu is competent. Yes, that when he was a governor, look at what he did. So, number one, he's competent. Baba Tinubu is competent. Number one. Number two, does he have the capacity? You know that Baba Tinubu have the capacity. He has a lot of everything that you need. He's not a poor man. He's not a poor man. He's not going to go to government and be looking for where to steal money. No. He's not a poor man. He has the capacity. He has the competency. He also have the track records. There are lots of track records, which some of you can be a testimony. If you live in Lagos, that is the track record of Baba Tinubu. As long as you live in Lagos and survive in Lagos, that is the track record of Baba Tinubu. You see, I see some of those brothers in the southeast. They say, oh, there is no Igbo man that is poor. The question is, where do you make your money? Did you make your money in Igbo land? I'm asking you this question. Because you are not sincere to yourself. The moment you begin to be sincere to yourself, that is when you solve the problem. Average Igbo man today, that they say, oh, whether we are not poor, we are not this. I ask, the question is, did you make the money in Igbo land? How many of you made the money in Igbo land? Obi today, did he make the money in Anambra State? He went and opened a supermarket in Abuja. So you are deceiving yourself. So the track record of Baba Tinubu is Lagos, because he set the path. Look at everybody come and, you see, for the fact that all the governors that work with Baba Tinubu, they did not argue. They just say, this is the man that we follow, that led the principle, but we came, and follow that master plan and deliver Lagos. Today, look at all the project that was launched in Lagos. Look at the project that was launched or commissioned in Lagos. You see, So instead of you people to look at what is important, you are telling us about age. You are telling us about that he made a mistake. He said Baba Blue. You are not sincere to yourself. That is not what is important. We are looking for somebody's track record. If you handle any political position before, what did you do when you were in that position? Those are the things you should be asking. You are not asking questions. You say, oh, he's younger. What young? Baba Tinubu proved to you that he's younger than all of you. Something that even Obi could not say, something that Obi could not do. Baba Tinubu proved to you yesterday in Ogun State by telling you that they are sabotaging this election, by making fuel to be scarce, by hoarding the naira, by making the exchange rate to be difficult, by causing strike and all of that to sabotage. See, that is a man. He's telling you something that you don't know. You see, from that yesterday that Baba Tinubu made that statement, that was the game changer. It's getting tougher. That was the game changer. You don't know. It's getting tough. This is the last week of this is the last week of January. It's getting tougher. First week of February, you're gonna see so many people will decamp. So many people are gonna resign. Some people, even if care is not taken, the Obi's running mate will be crying very, very soon. Obi running mate will be crying very, very soon. I'm telling you, that one will run away very soon. I'm already hearing some of you say, oh, the attack in Katsina, that Obi was attacking Katsina. Or is it in Katsina or wherever? You are you already, who attacked Obi? Is it Tinubu? You people are talking nonsense. So if Obi is campaigning, he doesn't know what is election, he doesn't know what is politics. What are you talking about? I'm telling you that you don't understand Nigerian politics. You don't understand politics. I see some of you talking nonsense on Arise TV and all those rubbish TV everywhere. You have been analyzing for many years. You have not helped the youth. You have not solved problem. You think your job is to sit down and be talking rubbish. That Reuben Abati, he also has his own. Go and check the records. What the record of Reuben Abati? I don't even talk about Rufai. That one is looking for his daily bread. There is no problem about that one. But you will talk with all his mouth. Because they give him opportunity to talk on Arise TV. The day the owner say you are no longer going to work here, let's see what will happen to Rufai. These people are just making noise. But it's good though, because as they are making noise, they are promoting Baba Tinubu. Because people that know Baba Tinubu, they know his capacity. See, Baba Tinubu is going to deliver Nigeria. He has the capacity. Sowore today do not have the base that is going to enable him win election. That is why Sowore is not even talking too much. I learned that today in AY comedian show, he said that he's been having what is called people assembly. My brother, you are not sincere to yourself. All those things is not going to elect you. It's not going to make you win election. That is the truth. Nigeria is too big. Nigeria is too sophisticated. That is the way it was. We have to be real and sincere. The reality on ground is that Nigeria is too big for somebody to be doing sentimental sentence to come and just 4 months. Can you imagine an insult? How can we handle Nigeria to a man that just did not even have a presidential experience? Only 4 months presidential ambition to handle Nigeria. Can you give your company to someone that do not even have 4 months experience in presidency, in running a government? They say Obi was tested. When was Obi tested and trusted? We know the whole stories that happen in Anambra. Which some of you are not sincere. You don't want to tell us the story. You are hiding it because you are promoting your brother. There's no problem. Where is that woman? Who is that woman? Is it Najatu? We saw the story of that woman. You see, every election. We understand that this is time for propaganda. We know that this is time for propaganda. Everything I'm doing this election period. After election, you'll be seeing me. I'm going to be smiling because Baba Tinubu is going to be the president of Nigeria. Are you getting me now? So we understand that this is a campaign period, this election period. People will come out with different propaganda. People will come out and talk all kinds of things to discredit another person, to blackmail another person, to sabotage another person in favor of votes or whatever. We know that this election. Who is that woman? That woman is funny. You say you want to go and ask Baba Tinubu, what is your blueprint? Are you dreaming? You're asking Baba Tinubu, what is your blueprint for security? I saw that woman talking. I just knew when she made the statement that, oh, it doesn't matter whether she worked with the devil or she worked with the deep blue sea or whatever she call it, the deep whatever sea, that she preferred to work with Atiku. I have made a video. I told the woman, it is better you go and work for Atiku. Because the woman have been busted. You see, so many of these people that are claiming to you, because you are just looking for stories to listen. Somebody say, oh, what that woman is saying is true. Look at you. You don't know anything. We have received the correct information. You see that woman? She was looking for position, from position. When she came into the Baba Tinubu's campaign team, they gave her a position to work under another woman. She refused. She said she don't want to work under another woman. And then she went and met Baba Tinubu. And Baba Tinubu said, okay, fine. You want to be a director. Baba Tinubu made her a director. As a director, are you not supposed to be the one bringing ideas? What is the essence of Baba Tinubu making you a director in his campaign team? Is it for you to go and be asking Baba Tinubu, what are you going to do? I thought this is the job of the campaign team, to brainstorm. Baba Tinubu have a lot of things. He has a lot of knowledge. You brainstorm of ideas, how you're going to handle so many issues. You are going to come together and put your manifesto together. Is that not the job of the campaign team? How? From the story that woman gave, that shows that woman was on a mission, and we are so much happy that Baba Tinubu is wise and she was busted. The story that I received has it that she was looking for money. Yes, she was looking for money. She was looking, when she shouts, she thinks that when she shouts, they will give her money. You don't know Baba Tinubu. You don't know Baba Tinubu. You are joking. Some of you are joking. You say, oh, Baba Tinubu is doing this. No. She was thinking that when she shout, that Baba Tinubu is going to give her money. She want to come and blackmail Baba Tinubu's presidency. You see, everything was busted and everything failed. It was a failed attempt. We knew that immediately that woman made that statement, I knew that she's working for somebody else. She was working for somebody else. And that is Atiku. Because she said it, that it's better for her to work with Atiku. She said that she is better for her to work for Atiku. That she don't want to work for Baba Tinubu, that Baba Tinubu is the devil. Yes, we want the devil that we know. We want the devil that we know. You see, for the woman to make that statement, she don't care about what Atiku have done in the past. That tells you that woman was on a mission. She was on a mission, but her mission was not fulfilled. She was busted. Her mission was aborted by Baba Tinubu because Baba Tinubu is wise. How can you say that Baba Tinubu does not know what happened around him and then they sack him? That is a sign that you don't know. That woman that was making that noise, she was sacked because she talked rubbish. They sacked her. She was a mole in the party, whatever they call it. You understand me? She came and she was sacked. She was sacked. And after they sacked her, she started trying to blackmail Baba Tinubu and talk all kinds of things. You understand me? How can you say, oh, this and we know what Atiku did? And she said, oh, she liked to work with Atiku. That shows you that she was on a mission. She wanted to come and discredit Baba Tinubu so that she can go and work for her boss. But that failed as well. Have you seen? You don't know a lot of obstacles that Baba Tinubu has overcome. That is the thing you don't understand. It started from 2017 when they tried to sideline Baba Tinubu. They don't want him to continue. They deserted him. They didn't want to work with him anymore. They didn't want him. You understand me? But Baba Tinubu has been doing his grassroots action, grassroots campaign for a very long time. I get me now. He said, I am the city boy. You know, that is what gave birth to this movement today. The city boy movement. Today, we are talking about the unstoppable city boy movement 2023. And that is the Jagaban Shettima 2023 ticket for presidency come February 2023. And I know that Baba Tinubu is gonna win this election. See, let me tell you something, yeah? Baba Tinubu is the man for the job. All of you need to get ready. All of you abusing Baba Tinubu, I will see how you will keep your mouth when he becomes your president. You see, today we are having problems in Nigeria. It's not because of Buhari. Today as we speak, if you don't know, if all those stupid media in Nigeria, Arise TV and all those, if they are talking rubbish, let me tell you the truth. The problem of Nigeria is not caused by the president. It is caused by the people working with him. It's exactly what happened to Jonathan. Today, if you meet Jonathan will say he tried his best. But people in his government, they stole a lot of money, they hid a lot of money, and some of them try to return the money. Are you getting it now? Because all of them have what is called immunity. Is it immunity or impunity? They have impunity or immunity. Because the impunity and immunity, what is the difference? Are you getting me now? You see, the cause of the problem for Nigeria to be better, every hands must be on deck. You can compare Nigeria presidency or Nigeria leadership as human beings. Let's say that the president is the head, and other positions, they are the shoulders, they are the ears, they are the eyes, they are the nose. If these things refuse to function properly, the head will not be all right. The head will not be all right. The head can only detect that something is wrong in the other parts of the body. Are you aware? The head is like somebody that is giving direction. Say, take a decision and say, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But it is now left for the body, other part of the body, to execute and do their own part. That is the biggest problem of Nigeria. In fact, I can categorically tell you that the biggest problem of Nigeria today is not presidency. It is the state government. Because it is the state government, from the state government to the local government, where the dividends of democracy will reach everybody. The state government is not doing well. They are not responding. They are not doing their job. Therefore, it also affects the people. When the state government are not using the resources of the state to develop the state, it affects the people, the state government. We know that the presidency have a broader view. They have the bigger picture. The presidency should be able to give direction and enforce and make things happen. But unfortunately, that is not happening in Nigeria. Are you getting me at the moment? So that is why we need a president like Baba Tinubu. We have seen a president in Baba Tinubu like never before. A president that have never existed in Nigeria before. That person is Baba Tinubu, and is going to emerge. See, let me tell you something. I want to tell you the difference between Baba Tinubu's presidency and others. I tried to explain it the other day when I did a video. You see, the difference between Baba Tinubu's presidency is the people that Baba Tinubu is working with in his team. That is the biggest difference. When you meet Atiku, the people working with Atiku are people like Dino. We know the story of Dino Melaye. We know the story of how he was caught. When he was caught, he pretended as if he was sick. Is it not the same Dino that pretended or fainted in the court? Have you guys forgotten? So we know the story of Dino, the people that are surrounding Atiku. We know the story of people surrounding Peter Obi. We saw the woman. How many of you have seen that woman? Is it Hilda Dokubo? Today, Hilda Dokubo is running for office using Labour Party. Now I begin to understand why Hilda Dokubo was taking it upon her head. That's why I'm telling you today that if the youth that you see today, you that is making that rubbish noise, trying to condemn somebody, if you are given the opportunity, have you ever asked yourself, how will you use that opportunity given to you? Look at Hilda Dokubo. Little did you know that she is also using the opportunity of Labour Party to run for her own office. Haven't you seen it? All these things, personal interest. She don't care whether Peter Obi is doing well or not. She just wants to use it as an avenue to run for office. I saw her poster everywhere. Hilda, if you have not seen, I'm going to do a video on that. I get it me now. So everybody have their own personal interest in what they want. Politics is a game of interest. But the highest interest is the interest of the people. But you see, when the people fail to hold their leaders accountable, that is where it fails. That is where it's not working. Today, they know that as we speak, do you know that I was expecting people in Abia State to campaign everywhere in Abia State? That, okay, what about the money that the federal government has given? What have you used this money to do in Abia State? Have you built roads? Nobody's complaining. I've been expecting people around, at least the Niger Delta that we know, the recent amount of money that was given, the money that was given by Baba Buhari of recent, over 1.7 trillion. Is it in Naira or whatever? That Baba Buhari gave. Nobody have risen up to ask questions. That is the biggest problem. The biggest problem of Nigeria is not presidency, it is the state government, because the people are afraid. They are not able to hold their leaders accountable. That is the biggest problem of Nigeria. There is no doubt. Whether you bring anybody else that you call, there is no solution if you fail to hold your leaders accountable, if you fail to ask them questions, because that is the same thing that happened. I knew that IPOB is a failure. I knew that Biafra is a failure when they say nobody can ask questions. Nobody is command and control. But now they cannot try to do a question and answer every Friday because it was necessary. That tells you that it was necessary. You need to ask questions. You need to hold your leaders accountable. Hold them accountable. That is when you are going to see change in Nigeria. It is not you condemning anybody, condemning Buhari, condemning Tinubu, condemning anybody. I'm not in the business of condemning anybody. Because when you look at the Nigerian politics, all of them there as it stands now is corrupt. Nigerian politics is full of corruption. We know that one. We know that one. Peter Obi is even the number one. Peter Obi is even the number one. All the politicians is not exempted from corruption. So you cannot be using that one as a yardstick. No, we are looking at their competency, what they have done, their track records. They don't have it. Except Baba Tinubu that have it. Are you getting me now? So that is why today I'm supporting Baba Tinubu. I don't care what all of you will say. You know, I received a text from somebody. Let me tell you, and this text is from Obi supporter. How do I know? It's because of what the person said. I'm going to read it to you. Because it's very important as I move forward right now to the next phase of my conversation. Do you know what this person said to me? Let me read it because it's important. Somebody sent me a text on Facebook. He said to me, "You be big mugu, Ozuo, in the highest order." He said, "It pains me so much that a young man like you don't know anything, and your destiny lies in the hand of an old man." So he's talking about Baba Tinubu, right? Who is close to his grave. He said, Baba Tinubu will die soon and they will bury him with your destiny. So this is Obi supporter. Obi supporter is telling me that I should be ashamed of myself, that I don't know anything, that I'm supporting a man that is going to die soon, that my destiny will die with Baba Tinubu. And then I begin to think, so if this Obi supporter, who is saying that is a young person, think this way, then there's a bigger problem for Nigeria. Because your destiny is not in the hands of anybody. Your destiny, is not even in the hands of God. And you are telling me you are putting your destiny in the hands of a politician. You see, these Obi supporters, I see that most of them, they are like Obi himself. Only 4 months presidential ambition. They lack experience, they lack knowledge, they lack intelligence. Did you see the comment made by Obi supporter to me? There are lots of them. But this one sent this to me, that how can I hand over my destiny into Baba Tinubu? So I'm asking him, so if you think that my destiny, I put it on Baba Tinubu, so you also put your destiny in Obi, then you are a failure. Those people that put their destiny in the hands of Obi when he was a governor in Anambra, where are they today? Where are the entrepreneurs established by Obi when he was a governor? Where are the business owners that was funded or helped or coached by Obi when he was a governor? Look at the brothers, all of them in Lagos, selling gala, selling groundnut, selling pure water. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm telling you, those people that hand over their destiny to Obi when he was a governor, where are their destiny today? So it is so foolish of you. It doesn't matter who you are. Telling me that you are putting your destiny in the hands of anybody. You are even putting in the hands of a politician. Then you are being a failure because you don't know what is politics. You don't understand politics. That is why, every day I receive message from these obedient supporters. I just know that they don't understand politics, and that is why they will continue to fail. Mark my words. If Obi will survive this political revolution, possibly he will join his boss Atiku in PDP to run again for election in 2027. But do you know what? By that time, they will not have any reason to run for election, because Baba Tinubu is going to provide us electricity. In fact, that is the number one priority that I know that Baba Tinubu is so focused on: electricity issue and the insecurity issues. Are you getting me now? So, mark my words today. Obi, if he survives this political revolution, he's going to come back in 2027 to run for election again. I'm going to be here. I will tell you that I said this, because the moment I listen to all the Obi supporters, which are Biafra people, Biafra criminals, terrorist group, IPOP criminals, I see that these people do not know anything politics, don't know how to run politics. They think that is by bullying everybody, bullying everything that will give them political power. Are you getting me now? So that is a sign that you will continue to suffer in politics. The reason why the North, they are always growing, they are always at the top in politics in Nigeria especially, is because they understand how to be loyal, when to support, when to step up, and when to do the right thing. You have never been loyal to anybody and you want to emerge. How does it work? You say, oh, you don't want godfatherism. This has nothing to do with godfatherism. It's just like you working in a company. There is a manager. When you join a company, it's as simple as this. If you don't understand it, then you don't know politics. Except you are the owner of the company. If you are the owner of the company, you might not be loyal to anybody. Nobody will be under your care, or nobody will be pushing you. Nobody will be bossing you around. But as long as you are not the owner of the company, if you want to grow in that company, you must obey your boss, listen to your boss, follow the instruction of your boss, deliver beyond, go extra mile, work extra hours, impress your boss. Then your boss can promote you to the next level. That's how it is. It's the same thing in politics. Who has Obi been loyal to? Obi tried to be loyal to Atiku. He couldn't even wait. He did not even have patience. He betrayed his boss. He betrayed his boss and ran to Labour Party. My brother, patience is a virtue. If you don't have it in politics, you go nowhere. Are you getting me now? If you don't have it in politics, you go nowhere. See, another thing that I've seen, that these Southeast brothers, especially the Biafra criminals, IPOP criminals, they will continue to be a failure, because I have seen several statements like, oh, if Obi did not win, we are going to bring war. We are going to do this. That shows you that you are a failure. You have never learned your lesson. The Ojukwu lesson, you did not learn anything. The other lesson you have not learned your lesson. So if Obi did not win, you will bring fight. You see, one thing I like about how this thing is working is the same you are the one saying that, oh, Buhari is not doing anything. Buhari government is not doing anything. The same you are also praising Buhari. When Buhari said that I don't want anybody to use police or soldiers or the armies to intimidate anybody, to molest anybody during this election. I want everybody to be able to go and vote for whoever they want, that this is the legacy, this is the history that he wants to be known for. Some of you are celebrating. But you said you don't like Buhari. You said that Buhari have not done anything. You said that you have not benefiting from anything from Buhari, right? But today, when I listen to some of the obedient idiots telling me all kinds of, they now say, oh, because of the Buhari signed a new law called BIFA or into BIFA, whatever, that will allow no election rigging, that election have changed, that there is hope. So you now have hope. You now trust in Nigeria election. Who made it possible? Buhari. But you don't want to give that credit to Buhari. You are abusing everybody because you think when you abuse people, you'll be given opportunity. When you bully people, they will give you opportunity. You cannot bully people like us. That is why today we are getting stronger and stronger, because we have been to all those places and we are back. I have been in IPOP. I have been in Biafra. There is no movement I've not joined. I have joined Showore movement. That is why I'm strong. I'm telling you something that you don't know. I'm telling you, you don't bully people to get anything. Rather, you learn. You become loyal. You humble yourself and learn something. The way all of you are shouting, bullying everybody shows that you want to dominate everybody, and nobody will be willing to support you to emerge. I was listening to one of the interview of your brothers telling you that, you see, for you to become the president of Nigeria, you cannot use one region alone to get it. It's not possible. And it will take a long time for you to emerge as a president of Nigeria. That is the truth. It will take really, 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 really long time. You see? Because now, when we start telling you the truth, what you people rely on, you now say, oh, miracle will happen. I watched one woman in Showere's live today with AY. She was praying. I was laughing. She was praying. My question could have been, so you are praying. So where was God when all this thing happened? So where was God when all this thing happened? So God will wait, let everything happen until he will not answer your prayers. You don't know what you're saying. You must you must be confused. You must be confused because it is beyond all those things. As long as you're on this earth, you are to take charge of everything happening on this. He said, go, take dominion. You are to take charge of this earth. Everything that happens here, there is a supernatural power that have been given to you already. You don't need to be asking for any power. Make use of the powers that you have and deliver solution and get solution and get what you want. Don't be wasting your time in all those things. So you see, so it's obvious that Baba Tinubu is the president, is the next president of Nigeria come February 2023, and there is nobody that can stop it. You see, sometimes if I want to give credit, I will say, oh, maybe Obi is trying. But when I look at the records, he's not trying anything. He's only trying to cover up the news. He cover up the shame. It's not. Obi is a failure. It's going nowhere. That is the reality. Atiku, we also know his story. Are you getting me now? So the only person that is supposed to do that job properly, as we speak now, is Baba Tinubu, the City Boy Movement 2023. The Unstoppable City Boy Movement 2023. You know. Yeah. So all these people running, they say they want to do a war. If Obi did not win, you better get ready. Because as you are talking nonsense and threatening people for war, you get ready for what is to come for you too. Because the federal government of Nigeria will not be sleeping, while you are putting fear on people's body. You understand me? You understand me? So Baba Tinubu did it for Jonathan in 2020 and 2011. He did it for Buhari 2015 and 2019. You need to understand that Baba Tinubu is the man for the job. This is the time. And you know why? Because Baba Tinubu is going to set the record straight. And he's going to show you how things can be done. Are you getting me now? You see, if you did not understand the statement that Baba Tinubu made yesterday in Ogun State, go back and think about the statement that Baba Tinubu made yesterday in Ogun State. It's not easy for somebody, a presidential candidate, to make that statement. For him to open up his mouth to tell you what is going on. That is a man that is going to deliver. That is a man that is not afraid of anything. He's going to speak up and he's going to say it the way it is. Are you getting me now? So there is no sabotaging that is going to stop Baba Tinubu's presidency. There is no story of age, his dementia, or all the stories is going to stop him, because he has a strong team that is going to enable him deliver results. That is a leader. There is a leader in Baba Tinubu, and he has done it before in Lagos, and he's going to do it again, and there is nothing that can stop him. This is one thing that I know, and I've seen, and I've supported Baba Tinubu. I'm supporting Baba Tinubu because I have seen other people come out to make noise and say, oh, this person is better. When I look at the track record, I find out that there is nothing better about this person. There is no other person. See, you made a mistake by making a mistake, and you have made your mistake. What you need to do is to correct it. The only way out right now is to support Baba Tinubu presidency. He's the man for the job. See, it is called the Unstoppable City Boy Movement. Are you getting me now? So somebody said that Asiwaju is a benefactor to Buhari, Jonathan. Now it's Tinubu's time to lead. Somebody is telling me that I'm a devil. We will know who is a devil. I'm the one that have been abusing you before, or I'm the one that has been making your life difficult, yeah? Before now, look at you. You are dreaming. Go and check the records of everybody typing, abusing, supporting Obi. They are all the people from the Southeast. They are all the Biafra IPOP people. Everywhere. That is what still baffles me. I think that sometimes these people don't understand what is going on. They are just in their illusions. That is why they believe that Nnamdi Kanu is going to bring Biafra for them in 2020. I can never think about how they believe that one person is going to bring Biafra in 2020, up to today. Some of them are still living in illusions, up to today. So you think that Obi can just wake up with 4 months presidential ambition to come and become president of Nigeria? Is that possible? Think about it. It's better the rumors I'm hearing is true, because he's stepping down to work with his boss, Atiku. You understand me? It's better the rumor is true, because if Obi stepped down and worked with Atiku, that means he has saved his career. He has saved his career in a sense that even if he doesn't win, he will have opportunity to run again. But I'm just telling you that even if he's going to run again, he's not going to win, because Baba Tinubu is the man for the job. Are you not seeing it? Look at what happened today in Benue State. There is no place that Baba Tinubu have gone to that he has not won. He has not delivered. The campaign is fire. In fact, today I saw a statement from Ojus Okalu saying that these guys are smart. Ojus Okalu said, I did not go to the campaign ground in Anambra, in Abia State, in Omoya. Yes. Because he did not want problem to happen. These guys are wise. Before all of you, the way you are now, they have already planned something ahead of you. They have already planned everything ahead of you. You are just, anything you are seeing, you comment. You are just talking. There is what is called campaign team. They have already planned ahead. In fact, you should be thinking about after election, what next? Some of you that are abusing Baba Tinubu, you should be thinking, what will be your fate? What will be your fate after election? Be thinking about after election. It's not all this, you say it's going to be war. I saw some idiot, some dirty idiot making videos online threatening the federal government of Nigeria. See, this is how we know that you are a bunker. You are threatening the federal government of Nigeria, and you don't have balls. You are confused. You are not ready to fight. You are not ready to fight. You are not ready to fight. When Anini was fighting, everybody knew who Anini was. It's not a joke until he was betrayed.